digital era demands a creative marketing strategy that packs a cyber punch. For convention and visitors bureaus across the globe, mastering a successful marketing plan comes down to 3 key words: excite, entice, and engage. The April issue of The Meeting Professional outlines 5 CVBs that are driving success with groups through creative marketing efforts. And here on MPItv, we're chatting with 2 of those CVBs. Let's kick the conversation off with Richard Knight from Visit Scotland. In 2009, Visit Scotland began a themed year marketing campaign. Richard, what inspired this campaign?
But the year of homecoming really did enable us to reach out to the vast population of diaspora ancestral Scots around the world and encourage them to come into Scotland. The next series was called The Winning Years, and this was a series of focused years which culminated in 2014 with a focus again on a year of homecoming. We delivered the Ryder Cup, the Commonwealth Games in that year as well. And it really did provide not just Visit Scotland, but the Scottish Government and its other agencies, such as investment agencies, SDI, to all come in under a common banner. Very excitingly, I can tell you that this year's themed year is the year of young people. It's very, very important, especially when we look at our business events environment. You know, younger people are winning the rewards, not least we're getting younger people are working their way through the ranks within the client base and the buyers, and they're making decisions, and they are making decisions slightly differently to how buyers would have been making decisions 10 years ago.
And themed years are clearly a very creative and effective way of selling Scotland. Richard, thank you for sharing. Next, we're chatting with Renee Monfortin with Visit Detroit. Renee, it's go time for Detroit. So when did you launch this new campaign?
In January, we actually rolled out the new campaign, and the slogan or theme line of the campaign is "It's Go Time Detroit." And the reason we did that is sort of to reflect the new revitalization taking place in the city. Our previous campaign was themed America's Great Comeback City, and that's what it was. Everybody was embracing that theme line, the media was embracing it, but there came a point where we looked around and we realized, you know, Detroit is back.
Renee, you mentioned research, which is an essential part of rolling out any campaign. So what was the premise behind the research, and who are the voices behind the new rollout?
We did a lot of research in the marketplace. We did over 600 interviews, 300 with Leisure Traveler and 300 with meeting planners, to find out exactly what they knew about Detroit and what they thought about Detroit. And it was the results of those testimonials basically that led us to where we are today. It's one thing for us to say Detroit is great and it's vibrant, but it's something else when your customers say it and the media says it. So we've kind of wrapped our new campaign around third-party testimonials, and we're really emphasizing that because we are getting a lot of good ones.
Well, it is certainly go time for Detroit. Renee, thank you so much for sharing your recent marketing efforts, and you can see what other CVBs are doing to excite, entice, and engage in the April issue of The Meeting Professional. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of MPItv.
Things that I see here at this conference are things I didn't even realize existed. All these trends and ideas that are out there, and I'm like, you can get edible cups, who knew? Like.